Hi, I heard you guys have been protesting the corridor that will be added to Interstate 280. So today I will just be telling you a little bit about that, the pros and cons of having a corridor there. So Interstate 280 is in California and it's about 23 miles long. And on one side of the corridor is Edgewood Park and Nature Preserve, and then on the other side of the corridor you have Upper Crystal Springs Reservoir. So animals will try to use that reservoir as the closest water source for them in order to get water. So in order to get the water, they have to cross that highway. So that highway is one of the worst highways for an animal to cross in all of California. Just in 2016 alone, it cost $875,000 in cleanup and maintenance just as a result of these wildlife accidents, wildlife versus car accidents. And so it's definitely needed over there. So just to start off, some of the positives of having a corridor is that it increases densities. Populations can, instead of growing in one smaller area, they can grow and fully grow up to capacity in two areas. And then they can increase mating because they can, animals on one side of the corridor can walk over the corridor, or even if they're small enough, live within the corridor, and then find their mates on the other side of the corridor without worrying about the risk of being hit by a car. So the corridor will definitely be needed. It will definitely reduce fatality, and like I said before, it'll increase the gene pool because of mating. So there's definitely some negatives of having a corridor. So in California, they have what they call the yellow star thistle, which is a flower found in every county of California, and it chokes native species and then causes chewing disease in animals, especially horses. So it's definitely killing off plants and animals. So the invasive species will then be able to, maybe if they live on one side of the corridor, they'll be able to cross the corridor and then disperse over into the other side of the corridor, and now encompassing both sides of the, living within both sides of the corridor. So they can have threats to the biodiversity of that whole landscape rather than just a small portion, and then they can disrupt ecological processes. So there are definitely some negatives and positives. Most of the negatives would be in regards to invasive species. And a way to combat this is, right now, the Edgewood Park and Nature Preserve, they go out every day or within their schedule to look for any invasive species of plants in the area, and then they try to remove the plants. Thank you for watching. Bye.